right now. I remember my dad playing this album over and over again. It's Fernando by ABBA. Are you guys ready? They're waiting for two singers, so that gives us a perfect opportunity.
Wait a minute. You're looking for two singers for backup?
So Melissa, maybe we can not do a raffle door prize thingy, but we can see who has bought their raffle tickets by a show of hands or a round of applause. Round of applause, who has already bought a ticket? Round of applause, who needs to buy a ticket? Okay, so please buy some tickets. There's Julie there. So we have special gifts for you. What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Jocelyn. Omari. Jordan.
And you are?
Elijah.
Okay, so we have gifts. We have gifts for the young people. Do you know I went to Convent with your mom? You don't know that, do you? I see something with a Mickey D symbol thingamajiggy on it. Okay, so one more coming up. Do we have all the Glee Club members yet? Okay, so give a round of applause to the young people. Young people, take a bow. Take a bow. Yes. Wow. I thought.
In a fire every time I have to sing this aria, I say to people, I don't know why this song is so popular, because it is the most sexist aria ever written, but it's also the most famous. In the first verse, he talks about how fickle women are, they change their mind like the wind. And then in the second verse he says, but the man who puts his love in a woman will forever be miserable, but without the love of a woman will never be fully happy. So I'm now going to sing the aria La Donna Immobile.
Sempre un amabile leggiadro viso, in pianto in riso, nel menzognero. La donna immobil, qual più mal vento, muta d'argento, e di pensier. Felice a pieno, chi su quel seno non viva amore. La donna immobile, qual più malento, muta d'argento, e di pensier,
Saint Peter and Paul. Hey, look, I hear some people with high pitched voice like Sister Christiana that used to teach the choir. She used to make them say la 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 la. But before you can put my name on the book with the face, The one that Ayana and Juliana put on just started. And all you start poking me and twittering me. Let me give you the real story how I end up with that outfit. All you remember, the nuns used to wear those habits. Dominicans call it a habit because every day they used to wear the same clothes. So they say it's a habit they have. But then in the 60s, Sister Miriam go and complain to the bishop. She tell the bishop she does get hot flash. And when she stand up in front of the class, her face does get red like a pepper. Just like how Sister Adelaide's face used to be pink. So the bishop tell them they can start wearing regular clothes now. Well, when they start wearing regular clothes, is then people notice that those nuns, except for Sister John Philip and those that same color with her, those nuns' legs was white like Snow White own. And those boys that used to sit down at the corner of Bath Road and Virgin Lane, they give Convent girls a break. It's the nuns they start watching. And you know, Dominicans, when we know people going away, we always telling them, leave something for us. Leave our clothes. Well, I jump in front. I see they wearing dress now, so I take in front and I tell Sister, when you're going back to your country, leave something for me now. When Sister was going back, what do you think she left for me? She wrapped up the habit and a rosary and give it to me. I have the thing wrapped up in comfortable since that time. I'm so happy to get the opportunity tonight to wear it for you to see. I was afraid Hurricane David had gone away with it, but that thing it made me blessed. I still have it. Oh boy, the knees hurting. Splish Splash 2. I couldn't make Splish Splash 2 because the right knee, frighties hold me in my right knee. I couldn't make it. But this year, I say it's not taking me, it's not passing me straight. Luckily, my son was going to Dominica for the cricket test match they had in the Chinese stadium. I tell him when he coming back, bring me a bottle of Canada healing oil. He bring it back with a bottle of white rum. They say you're supposed to mix the healing oil and the white rum, but I'm not stupid. I use the healing oil, but I leave in the white rum for when I catch a cold. Oh boy, those knees in Canada. Anyway, we continue with Splish Splash 3, and I tell, when they call me, I say, well, I have to be here. Because I wanted to tell all you, I don't know if you remember, in front of the chapel had something they call a grotto. And it had a fountain and a big statue of the Blessed Mary in front of it. Every May, class by class, had to go and kneel down there. And children used to Ouija. If somebody sitting down by you and they don't know what Ouija means, explain to them. When those children did Ouija, some of them used to be crying. And Sister Wilhelmina will say, now girls, sit on your heels. And the next day, you see plenty of red knee in school. Mothers that put Mokuroko on those knees, so it wouldn't turn bobo. I so wish that they had an alumni association then, because we would have chairs, the children would have chairs to sit down around the grotto. When I say grotto, hear me well, you know, I'm not talking about where swinging stars used to play, because you know convent children couldn't go to dance. If a spy see you, you're in trouble. So the grotto was where everybody used to go and pray. And some mothers used to come in the night and steal the water from the grotto to pour on their children's head. So when they go to an exam, they will get an A level. Children now have it good. They don't know what it is to kneel down on hard concrete, on hard floor, you know. Sister Elaine had a habit. She used to be behind the door. And the minute she hears footsteps in the hall, you become a spectacle. Because you have to kneel down, and all children from first form up, even though you're in sixth form, first form up have to pass and see you kneeling down in the hall. So you know you cannot do that again. Nowadays, parents, teachers are afraid to give detention because they're afraid of a lawyer they call attorney sue. So nobody wants to sue again. But when all you used to go to school, well, you couldn't even laugh in the class. If the sister turned her back and she hear a laugh, the whole class in detention, because she cannot tell you which one was laughing. So everybody in detention. As for if you go to dance, trouble, because the next morning, your name on microphone, Ziska White, you are expelled. Somebody saw you dance last night, and you cannot even tell sister, you looking like your mother, so it's your mother that was at dance. They wouldn't even listen to that. So I can tell you these days that the children have it good. We used to go to school from 9 to 12 and walk home in the hot, hot sun. Then come back at 1 to 3:30 to play sports and to continue. Now the children these days, they have it so good. They go to school from 8 to 1 and they don't even have to kneel down to pray. At 12 o'clock sharp, a siren going out in the school and everybody freezing to pray in silence. Not like when we had to say 10 Hail Marys. They prayed in silence. And now, another thing that's different, they have cafeteria. Those children don't know what it is to go and buy a frozen Joyce you still with your mother halfpenny. No coconut cheese. They even have environmental awareness, if I said the word right. That means no penny bread with cooking butter wrapped up in newspaper. Not even a plastic bag. You can tell how things change from when all you go to now. The last time I tell you how I suffered from a little dementia. Every now and then it keep coming and going. Now it's coming back a little. I will give all you a story about the detention. In the geography class, the geography teacher asked, what is the main export of Belgium? Well, who tell a young lady to put up her hand? She put up her hand and she said, sister, nuns. Sister hold her by her ears and march her down to the detention room. She marched her down like when we used to drill, practice drilling for parades. Now the thing with the drilling, the marching, Convent High School yard big, so you could practice in the school yard. Grammar school and SMA boys used to practice in station. And they used to make sure when they're practicing, they're passing close to Convent. All 5th form and 6th form students want to sit down on the side that facing the station. So when they say eyes right, they know where their eyes going. That is the furthest boys could come by Convent. Because if you see they come by that big gate, it's like a bulldog there. The nuns chasing them. So that is the closest they could get to Convent. Now I hear, I don't know, but now I hear students want to sit on the side that's facing Bath Road. Because according to which direction the wind blowing, they can get a good high from the bush they're burning on Bath Road. So everybody now want to sit on the Bath Road side. When the dimension coming and going. But I want to tell you how thankful I am for being here tonight again in the house of the saints. I want to thank CAP, C-A-R-P, because I cannot say the other one, the Dominica Convent alumni. I don't, that one too long for me. But when the memory come back, I'll remember it. But right now, I want to thank CARP CAP, the Convent alumni of retired pupils, for having me here tonight. For Juliana, her tireless work, and all the others, I want to say thank you. And the knees hurting me now, so I really have to go and rest them. Good night.
I like that, carp.